The Girls on the Bus is a 10-episode Max series that follows 4 female journalists on the campaign trail for the Democratic National Convention. It's based on Amy Chozick's best-selling book, Chasing Hillary, and today I'm meeting up with Amy and one of the stars of the show, Natasha Behnam, at ER Hot Pot in K-Town. First of all, congratulations on The Girls on the Bus. I haven't fallen in love with a cast of characters and a show like this so fast and so long, so congratulations.
Oh, thanks. So much.
Of course, and before we start talking about everything, Amy, I'll let you talk about where we are and why, because this looks incredible.
We shot all over New York, the show, and this was an iconic location. Sadie McCarthy, the main character, the reporter for the paper of record in our show, meets her editor. So it's really a central location in our show.
And it smells incredible.
Yes.
So let's
Very
dig
much
in.
inspired by my favorite restaurants.
The show is based on a chapter of your memoir. It's not a typical adaptation because this is real and the show is fiction.
Yes.
But explain the setup.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a chapter in the book called The Girls on the Bus. It's basically about how this used to be the purview of like men on the bus covering candidates and swashbuckling, Hunter S. Thompson days. And now by the time I was covering politics, most of the campaign reporters were women, not just because we were covering a female candidate, but just like the press and the world had changed. And Greg Berlanti, producer on our show, was very intrigued by this chapter and said, I think the show lives here. And we say it's a show about the type of friendship you never knew you needed but can't live without.
Natasha, this is your breakout role in a way. You play Lola. Tell me about your character.
Yeah, Lola is this really smart, confident, driven young woman who is really famous on TikTok and social media and uses her platform to talk about politics.
I'm sorry that you had to wear Spanx just to be taken seriously. I'd be pressed too if my insides had been cinched for a century, but I have news for you. The world is changing.
And just to plug that, we are one of the first and only Iranian-American families on a major streaming service right now.
And what does that feel like for you?
It means everything to me. I think it'll mean everything to my family too, to see that on screen.
And they came to the premiere, correct?
Yes.
They're all in New York.
One of the joys of showrunning was like we saw Natasha's take, like literally the first take, and Sarah Schechter, who was also an executive producer at Berlanti, was like, that's like immediately. Yeah. And now to see you on billboards and like it's just, and I'm sure you're gonna be a big star. Please remember us. Please remember your first show.
Please remember me when you make more shows.
It was just a joy to see like.
It was an honor. It was really an honor.
I loved it. Honestly,
it's legitimate.
This is what you feel when you're watching it, and it's been a long time since a cast of women have made me feel like, oh, my friends. Congratulations again, and cheers to season 2.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.